Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So Microsoft has rolled out the latest optional bug fix C release update for Windows 11, 25 and 24H2. The update rolled out late yesterday in my part of the world on the 28th of July. And the optional preview updates that roll out towards the end of the month are just that, they are optional, unless you have this toggle turned on. And as mentioned previously on the channel, only install optional updates if you are experiencing any issues, because they are known to cause problems, before they roll out as a compulsory update with the next month's Patch Tuesday security update. Now, if we head into our update history, for this month, the update is KB5101684. And if you're running 25H2 after the update has been applied, your OS build will be bumped up to 26,200.8973. And if you're still running 24H2, that'll be 26,100.8973. Now, just to dive straight in. First of all, the File Explorer has received 4 improvements, which is good to see. And the first is that if you are viewing files with the details view, you'll see your file size, where file sizes in the details view now display using appropriate units. So as an example, that'll be kilobytes, megabytes and gigabytes instead of kilobytes only, making them easier to understand at a glance, which I do think is a small yet significant change. And the next up is that there's a feature in the File Explorer where you can use middle click to open a folder in a new tab, as you can see. And apparently this is now supported in the address bar and the home page for a more consistent and efficient tab navigation experience across File Explorer, according to Microsoft. And then Microsoft says that this update eliminates a grey flash on load and unexpected scrolling to the top of the home page in certain cases. And the update improves the appearance of file thumbnails in the recommended section on the home page, so they're crisper and easier to read. Now, I don't have recommended because I've turned off recommended in the settings, but nonetheless nice to see. So 4 improvements rolling out for File Explorer. And then Windows Search is up next. And for Windows Search, this update improves the app search to better handle typos and partial app names when finding installed apps. So as an example, if I put in UT instead of OT for Outlook, you can see it still brings up the relevant app. So it improves the app search to better handle typos and partial app names. And the update improves settings relevance to surface more useful settings higher in search results, which is good to see. And then for voice access, we get 2 new features and some improvements. And voice access, as you may well know, is an accessibility feature in Windows 11. So the first new feature is the update adds voice isolation to voice access. Microsoft says helping it better recognize your voice by reducing interference from other speakers and background noise. Voice access now offers 3 speed recognition modes under voice access settings. The first is voice isolation. The second is you can now remove background noise only. And the third is no filtering. And then the second new feature to roll out for voice access is the update adds Korean language support for voice access. And Microsoft says it also improves the reliability of starting voice access. And then for widgets, we've got 2 new features rolling out, where Microsoft says that taskbar notification badges now use your Windows accent color instead of appearing red, helping reduce unnecessary attention-grabbing alerts. And this is one I'm glad to see. The next new feature is the update also simplifies the lock screen widgets. For new users, weather is now the only widget shown on the lock screen by default, which I think is great, getting rid of all that clutter. And then something I have noticed with this update as well is that Microsoft has swapped Discover and Widgets around. Where Discover used to be the default, and now I see it opens Widgets by default, but I think that's been rolling out with previous updates and was just activated with this update of mine today, which I think is great. So your Widgets is your landing page and not Discover. So that's a small tweak and adjustment I'm just bringing to your attention. And then for Touchpad, we get a new feature where if you have the relevant hardware, I don't, but if you do, there are now new gesture controls for precision touchpads that are available in Settings, Bluetooth, and Devices Touchpad. The first is scroll and zoom speed, where you can adjust the baseline speed for scroll and zoom gestures, and then accelerated scrolling, where you can scroll faster the more you repeat the gesture so you can move quickly through long documents. And just remember that these improvements for Touchpad are hardware specific. You need to have the relevant hardware. And then for the Start menu, the update improves the reliability of Start menu view preferences, ensuring your selected view is retained. And the update improves keyboard navigation when keyboard focus was set to the apps list within Start menu, like I currently have it. So nice to see some improvements for the Start menu. And the update improves persistence of mouse cursor size. And the update ensures system dialogues open at the appropriate size on small tablets. Then another one just to mention, there's a magnifier accessibility improvement where the update improves the magnifier on touch-enabled devices. Microsoft says the horizontal and vertical touch bars used to pan the magnified view are now off by default, so they no longer obstruct magnified content. And then for Windows Hello, there's a new feature where Windows Hello Enhanced Sign-In Security, ESS, now supports peripheral fingerprint sensors, which is great. And then for account control, I'm not seeing this yet. I've still got the old one, but the update refreshes the design of the Start menu account control and adds a badge that displays your subscription status. So to view your account control, you would open the Start menu and select your account picture on the lower left corner. This experience, Microsoft says, is available for users signed in with a Microsoft account. So I'm not seeing this yet. I've still got the old fly out when I click on my profile. So like a lot of these new features that do roll out, these new features I'm mentioning today are rolling out gradually, so you may or may not see them at the get-go, which is normal with these updates, according to Microsoft. And then for taskbar, the update improves reliability of loading the system tray area of the taskbar when using taskbar on touch devices in a tablet posture. And then for Windows Setup, the update adds a parental controls notice during Windows Setup that highlights available family safety features. And then for power and battery, Microsoft says this update improves the reliability of power settings by applying changes made in settings to all power plans. This includes display, sleep, hibernate, power button, sleep button, and lid close settings, helping ensure your preferences are consistently maintained, which is great. And the update restores the ability to set a threshold for when Energy Saver should enable within settings, system, power, and battery. And then for Windows Update, we get 2 improvements rolling out, where the update improves calculation of update progression in Windows Update settings. And the update includes changes to update cleanup logic to improve system performance immediately following an update. And those are 2 important changes, because a day or so ago, I posted a whole video on those 2 changes, where Microsoft, I said, would soon fix Windows 11 Update in these 2 areas, where Windows 11 updates are getting improved, clearer progress tracking, and faster post-installation performance. So I'll leave that video linked if you'd like some more information, because those are 2 important changes that Microsoft has rolled out for Windows Update check the video out. It'll be in the description or in the end screen if you'd like some more information. And then the update improves system sounds when using Windows in dark mode. And then for date and time, the update improves detection for triggering time zone change notifications. And the update improves daylight saving time data accuracy for Middle East Standard Time, Morocco Standard Time, Israel Standard Time, and Greenland Standard Time. And then just a couple more to go. And then for printing, the update improves print time performance for RPPS secure printers. And for general reliability, there are two improvements where the update improves Explorer.exe reliability. That's the shell of your computer, so your start menu, taskbar, file explorer, and so on. Including when opening jump lists and recent files, when sharing files in folders, and when using task view and multiple desktops. And then the next general reliability improvement is it improves the reliability of the Windows sign-in and lock screens, especially when system memory is low. It also improves the reliability of the start menu and taskbar during startup. So it's nice to see some of those general reliability, so-called under-the-hood improvements and fixes rolling out with this update, which just brings better performance and better stability to the OS, which I'm always in favor of. And those are the features rolling out gradually, guys, and the improvements and fixes. So you may or may not see them at the get-go. And then for normal rollouts, I'm just going to mention two that you may be interested in. Obviously, Microsoft is furthering and carrying on the rollout of secure boot certificates with this update. And then for apps, there's an improvement where the update improves the stability of Office applications used in virtualized environments. Microsoft says you should experience a more reliable experience when working with and closing Office apps, which is nice to see. And then there's a couple of other little changes taking place under the hood. And currently, Microsoft says that with this update, KB5101684, Microsoft says that it's not currently aware of any issues with this update. Okay, so currently there are no issues with this update according to Microsoft. But obviously, if I hear of anything that's gone awry, so to speak, I'll post and let you guys know. So guys, that's more or less what's new in our latest July optional bug fix C release update for Windows 11, 25, and 24H2. And something just before I forget, before I end this video, almost forgot. If we head back into our settings and we head over to gaming, you'll see now that Xbox mode, the branding has been changed to all capitals. It used to be capital X, BOX in smalls. And it's now Xbox all in capitals. And I did post on that a while back. So Microsoft has rebranded that. Almost forgot that one. But nonetheless, that's not in the release notes. I just noticed that today as a side tweak and adjustment. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.